All right, hello and welcome back, everybody. It's Sir Adrian here. As those of you who have watched Eugene Krabs' video may know, we're starting a new game of Global War 1914 titled Operation Tannenberg. As he said, we already did the prequel to save some time, so that's good to go. In terms of the IPP chart, most of this is correct. It did a little bit of changes. So the Italians would actually be, um, I think they were at 8, but instead they should be at 7 because they lost, where is it? Yeah, Italian Somaliland. So they should be down by 1 because of that. I also updated the money as well. So the Austro-Hungarians had 4 IPP they saved from the prequel. But because they're at war at the beginning of this turn, they'll have their full wartime income as well, which for them is normally, at least in 1914, it's normally 12 their wartime income, but they also took Serbia, hence why they're at 13. So 13 plus the 4 they had saved, they'll have 17 to spend this turn. And the Ottomans, likewise, they had 9 saved. Their 1912 wartime income is 11, 10 in 1914 because it assumes they lose Macedonia, but they kept Macedonia and they also gained Italian Somaliland. So they should be at 12 instead of 10. So 12 plus the 9 they saved, they'll have 21 to spend this turn. And then Russia, likewise, Russia didn't gain anything. So their, if we can find them, there we go. So their starting income should be 18. However, that's assuming they hung on to Serbia, which they did not. So that would bring them down to 17. However, they did go up by 2 IPP along with the French because of Austro-Hungary's declaration of war on Serbia in the prequel. So normally their prequel peacetime income is 2. It was up to 4. So because of that, instead of being, even if they had kept Serbia, they would actually be at 20 because of that plus 2. So they lost Serbia. They gained that one back and then the other one. So they should be at a base of 19, if I'm correct. And I would double check for France before they start, but I think, yeah, I think theirs is correct because they have 3 plus the 2. Yeah. So when they go to wartime as well, they'll have, um, yeah, that extra 2 IPP. And Russia had 10 saved from the prequels, so plus the 10 plus the 19 they had saved. Or they would, sorry, they would get 19 plus 10. So if I'm correct, they should have 29 IPP to spend this one turn, and then they go back to collecting 19. So with that out of the way, we'll get to the British turn, because it shouldn't be very long, mostly non-combat movement, and a little bit of combat for the Greeks, which we have controlled. In terms of technology, we will go for convoy system and defense in depth. So we have the 2 major factories. I didn't get convoy system, unfortunate, but we did get defense in depth, which is good. So they go to stage 2. In terms of purchases, we have 5 IPP to spend. We'll do 2 diplomacy rolls for the Netherlands and Bulgaria, and we'll lend lease the Russians an infantry unit. So we'll go ahead and roll our diplomacy. So for Bulgaria, we'll use this nice green dice. Change it to a nice lighter Bulgarian green. There you go. And for the Netherlands, we'll use this red dice. Okay, so oh, that's unfortunate. So we missed for both because we needed a two or less to bring Bulgaria down to neutral. So if it would have been the opposite, we would have got that. But such is the luck of the dice. And that's our 5 IPP we'll be spending. So in terms of combat, the only combat that we'll have is as the Greeks, who aren't aligned to us yet, but we control them. They are at war against the Ottomans, and Austro-Hungarians on the side of the Italians, Russians, Serbians, Montenegrins, who are basically wiped out, and yeah, the Greeks. So they'll do an attrition attack against the Ottomans in Albania. So might miss, but you never know. So we'll go ahead and roll. So 2 at 1. Yep, as expected, those both a miss. So that's it for their combat. While we're here, we'll roll their recruitment before I forget, because I forget that often. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. So on a 4 or less, they'll get some units. That's a miss as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, plus 4. All right, so we will, yeah, just move some units around. We'll have this torpedo boat destroyer. We'll move 1, 2. He'll join the first fleet. And unless specified, the British will keep our units at sea. So these guys, yeah, we'll just leave them at sea in that sea zone. We'll have this coastal sub with the boost that it gets. Move 1, 2 into the English Channel. We'll have the seaplane that's in London. It will go on Maritime Air Patrol, which I think we have a marker. Yep, there we go. In the English Channel. And we'll put the one in Scotland on Maritime Air Patrol as well. He'll fly just one over in A-17. Yeah, we'll do that. These two torpedo boat destroyers in A-17, they'll move one space over to A-21. And we're not at war and can't declare war. We can declare war on a minor power, but not on Germany and France, as Eugene mentioned. So we can share a sea zone with the Germans right now because we're not at war. This British sub, we'll move it 1, 2, 3 up into the same sea zone. We will move our pre-dreadnought that has a movement of 1, but gets a boost from our dockyard in Gibraltar. And the rest of and same thing with the coastal sub, it can move 2, the others already move enough to get there. But we'll move them all over 1, 2 into M7. And we'll leave them at sea as well. So there you have that. These two colonials in Western Egypt, we'll walk them over into Eastern Egypt. We'll walk this one up from Nubia into Eastern Egypt, so we'll lose an IPP this turn because of that. That's fine. This transport, along with this cruiser, transport can only move 2, so we'll keep the cruiser with it. We'll just go 1, 2, just off the Comoro Islands. What else? This torpedo boat, we'll move it 1, 2. The sea zone is these 2 German cruiser raiders, which I believe there's markers for them. Yeah, we have rating markers, so I'll put those down after. This cruiser off southern India, along with the torpedo boat destroyer, they both get a boost, so they will move 1, 2, 3, 4 into I-5 and the Red Sea down there. We will have this pre-dreadnought that has a boost but can only move 2. Move 1, 2 into I-4. He'll just hang out there. Yeah, I think that's fine. He'll just hang out there. We will have the transport and cruiser that will pick up an infantry from southern India and 1 from Maharashtra, where they will all move 1, 2, 3 into I-5 as well to join the fleet there. And those 2 infantry that we brought along, those, as you can imagine, oh, there we go. I was wondering where they went. Yeah, they'll get dropped off into Eastern Egypt. And yeah, the only other thing is we'll have this transport and torpedo boat. We'll move 1, 2 from off Sydney to just off Western Australia. And we'll have, so we don't lose the IPP here, we'll have the British infantry from New Delhi will rail through Benares, Punjab, into southern Persia. Alrighty, otherwise, that's it. I noticed there was these German troops here. I don't know if those are supposed to be deleted, if that was just like a mistake when you're splitting stuff up, but we'll leave those there. But yeah, we can clarify that, and then the Be Nasty can delete those if that's the case. Otherwise, that's it for the British. So technically on the start of the next turn, we will be able to go to war as far as I'm aware. So we should have our wartime income. So this turn we still collect our starting peacetime income, which is 4. But then if we add to that our wartime income is 35 plus the 4 we save from this turn. So we should have 39 to start the next turn. So we'll just go ahead and add it now. All right. Otherwise, yep. Otherwise, that's it for the British. So we can go ahead and hand things off to the Austro-Hungarians.